played UNLV?
Well, last time going into the game, we just didn't. We weren't sure how it was going to turn out, and we came away with the win. This time, we beat them, so we're the ones on top, basically in that matchup. So it's going to be a different type of game plan for them, I'm sure.
How important is it for defensive players to continue to rely on?
Oh, it's definitely important, not just for us, but for the fans. We want to make the fans happy, and it's been a tough 2 weeks since winning the game. So we just want to come out in this atmosphere and do well, play well.
What do you think the difference is with your team right now? I mean, it seemed like in that game, you guys, from the start, were the better team. And like you said, the last couple of weeks have been a little bit down. What do you think the difference has been between this team?
We just had a lot of confidence back then, and now getting a new starting lineup, kind of giving us newfound energy. It's going to be big for us tomorrow, see what we can do. I'm sure they changed up their scheme, and we're just looking forward to having a great game, come out right out the gate.
When you look at that team, are you a little surprised the way UNLV's kind of hit a slump? I mean, they're loaded with talent. I think they lost like 6 of the last 8.
Definitely surprised. They were supposed to be on the upper half of the league, but it doesn't matter to us. We're just worried about ourselves and getting back on track.
What did it feel like having some new players in the lineup? Was it some new energy? Or?
Yeah, definitely new energy. It's a boost for a team. I think we're heading in the right direction as a team.
Any more questions, Reggie? Thanks. Marqueze, what do you think the difference has been the way you guys are playing now compared to that game in Vegas? I mean, it seemed like you guys are really clicking on all levels down there.
I would say the same thing as AJ, confidence really. We've lost a little bit of confidence these past during this 4-game losing streak. Going into Vegas back 4 games ago, we were confident. I mean, we played hard. That's what I think we have to get back, just playing hard, starting off by attacking and not being attacked, and just getting off to a fast start.
I know the right thing to say is it's just another game, but is that true? I mean, do you guys get up a little bit more when you play from like Vegas?
It's a rivalry. I mean, tensions are high, environments are crazy. So, I mean, of course, your adrenaline is through the roof. So, I mean, this is just a great environment to play in, and it's very exciting. And to get the opportunity to have that rivalry here in front of our fans is even more huge. So, we're just looking forward to coming out here and playing hard tomorrow night.
Was it difficult for you to come off the bench on Saturday? Is it a different mindset? I mean,
I got a different perspective. Seeing how the game, seeing how and why we get off the slow starts, and that I feel like that was very valuable to me because I've been starting, so just coming off and seeing like things that I would be able to do better, to help that, to change that.
Have you been surprised how Vegas has struggled recently, considering all the talent they have on that team?
Oh yeah, they're a very talented team, but they're also young as well. So I mean, you go through your ups and downs as far as maturity-wise on their standpoint. But like he said, we're just trying to worry about ourselves and get this thing back rolling.
I know there was a lot on the line last time you played them here. The final game, you moved up in the seeding and all that. But just how special is it to beat Vegas here at home in front of your fans?
Oh, it's huge. And even for conference standpoints-wise, because I think they're a game and a half behind us. So we have to beat them here to sweep them and keep and stay ahead of them. So I mean, it's always huge. That makes it even more more of an exciting game.
What did you learn about them the first time around that you think could be helpful, playing them the second time?
You said what would be helpful playing them?
Yeah, what did you learn from that first game? I guess that could be helpful for you guys tomorrow.
I would say it wouldn't be anything positive really, because I mean, I would say we have to continue to play defense to the end. I mean, they rebound the ball well. All 5 guys to the glass to get rebounds. I would say things like that to shore up the win. just rebounding the ball, don't give them second chance opportunities, and things like that.
How do you think you get your confidence back?
Oh, you just by every day in practice. You work on your game outside of practice as well. You have to stay confident throughout the game and just continue to take shots, things like that, continue to guard, things like that. I mean, that's how you get your confidence back, in my opinion.
You talked about playing harder to turn things around. But is that a delicate balance when shots aren't falling? I mean, you're an easy layup guy, and you blow a layup here and there. Is there a chance? I mean, you press too much to make the shot. You're playing too hard. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. I understand that. But when I say play hard, I mean not just offensively, but both ends of the floor. Defensively, like you said, when you miss a layup, things like that, you can't let that transfer to the defensive end side of things, because you still have to guard. You still have to make sure they don't score and things like that. So when I say play hard, it's not just one-sided. It's both sides.
But it doesn't seem like you're slacking on the defensive end. It just seems like the rock's just not going in. How do you change that?
Well, like I said, you got to continue taking the shots. I mean, it comes with confidence and things like that.
More questions for Marqueze? Questions for Eric? Eric, how big was it for your confidence to play the way you did the other day?
It was really big. It was a big stage. Just to get my first collegiate start. It was good to get it out the way. Now I just got to continue to build on it.
Were you just chomping at the bit to get that opportunity?
Yeah, definitely. I've been going through lots of ups and downs this season, and I was really just trying to find my way. And I felt like this was an opportunity to take advantage, and I'm glad I could go out there and take advantage of it. So.
Did it mean a lot to you that Coach had the confidence in you to give you that shot?
Yeah, it definitely meant a lot. I wanted to go out there and show him the reason why he should have confidence in me, and just want to continue to do that. So.
What about the Rebels coming in? I mean, I know this is your first year here, but obviously you can see what it means to your teammates, the fans. Just talk about playing your rival.
Well, the first game was pretty crazy. The atmosphere, it was really enjoyable. It means a lot to this program to get this victory, to play against our rivals, and I'm just looking forward to having fun out there tomorrow in front of our fans.
That was kind of your coming out party. You hit 4 big shots in big time places. I mean, you must have got a lot of confidence coming out of that.
Right. The UNLV game kind of started everything, knowing what I can do on this level, what I can potentially do in the future, just stuff like that. And I just wanted to build off that UNLV game, and getting started at Fresno, I knew what I could do with UNLV. So yeah, it really helped me out a lot.
You talked about building off that UNLV game as a player, but as a team, it kind of looked like when you went down there, that was going to be it. That's what flipped the switch, and it didn't happen that way.
Yeah.
You look at it this way, the same way this time around. Could this be the one that kind of pops it?
I really think so. I mean, those 2 or 3 games that we played, we didn't really go out there and play aggressive. I think yesterday with the new scheme and everything, I think we have a new perspective. We go out there, play hard, and I think we'll have a better go around this time. So.
What was the moment like, when Coach told you that you were starting? Can you tell us how he told you and what your reaction was and stuff?
He pulled me up into the office and basically just told me. So I just take it how he said it, really.
Good feeling. I mean, what was your? Did you call? Who'd you call right away? I mean, what was your? How did you react to it?
Well, I was excited inside. I don't really show that much emotion, so I was really excited though. So I called my dad and told him. So that was really about it.
Well, I knew you just walked in. So that
Any more questions for Eric?
I thought we played for 40 minutes. I thought we gave ourselves a chance to win. A couple of free throws here and there, a couple of stops. Obviously, you probably have a victory, but I was proud of how we competed, especially Fresno had a really good crowd. The environment was really good, so I was proud from that standpoint.
Is it surprising when you put in 2 new guys and they were the most active and the most productive in that game right after that?
Well, I wasn't surprised. I was really excited for them. I was glad that they got off to the start they did. I was really pleased with how they performed. And I think, like Eric said, it was a moment where they've been waiting for, and so they took advantage of starting.
Talk about the growth you've seen in Eric so far at this program. Where he came from, where he's now.
Well, he's come a long ways, and it's kind of tough in terms of he played IMG. He's always been a starter, and when you come into a program and you become a backup, you kind of have to find your way a little bit. And he's had some ups and downs, but I think he's come a long way. And I tell him all the time, he's not a freshman now. You've been through the season, half the season, so now you're a sophomore, and he's really taken a step forward.
He seems to be playing with a lot of confidence after that UNLV game. I mean, he's not afraid to take anything.
Well, I don't think he's ever lacked confidence. I think just the minutes wasn't there for him early. He wasn't. I didn't play the bench as much probably early in November, early December. So he's getting more minutes now. I don't think he's ever lacked confidence. It was just getting him the minutes they needed to play to display what he could do.
How did you finally come to make that decision to play those 2 guys? I know after the Utah State game, you had said that whether you started Eric and those guys, that it didn't matter because they still had to get the minutes anyways. But what was the tipping point to just give them a chance?
We played 17 games or 18 games. We were 6 and at that point it was 6 and 11, and I just didn't think 1, 2, and 3 we were getting enough out of those guys. After the Utah State game, we were 3 and 27 between Coleman, Finner, and Perez. So that was the biggest thing that really set me to go to a different direction, because that's just unacceptable when you go 3 for 27. You got 3 starting guards, they play more than 25 minutes, and you're expecting them guys to produce more, and we're at home. It was just very disappointing, and so that's why I made the switch.
So this switch, is this how you see it staying, or?
Oh, I see it staying this way. I think I've always wanted to. In my coach's philosophy, I hate change, because when you change, that means 1, you panic, 2, you guys can't get rhythm. So we have to stay where we are. I think we didn't win the game on Fresno, but I thought we had a good rhythm. And now the guys who just, again, buy into what role they're going to, what they're in, I think we got a chance to win more basketball games.
I know you had said after the UNLV game that the guys had thought they arrived, and that was part of the issue with the skid. How do you temper that with the rivalry? They're back in. It could be a similar type thing. How do you temper that, but then have them still?
Yeah.
It's a rival. It's not hard to get up for, but.
Yeah, and have to let down the next game. I think it's just new energy now. I think with the new lineup, I think it's that will change regardless of the outcome tomorrow. I think the energy will be high. Also, I think they learned a lesson from going last time we played UNLV. It seemed like it's been a month, but it's only about 2 weeks. You just can't let down. You have to stay with the energy. You have to stay at that level every game. So part of it is the lessons that we learn. We've taken a few steps backwards. We can't go back. We have to go forward.
This UNLV team, but it has scary athletes on it, and the record may not show it, but they've had a little longer to gel. Any concerns going in different than the past game?
Different because they're going a little smaller now. I think he's playing 4 guards. He's playing a little faster, I think. He has Woods, who's the best inside player, playing the 5. And so that's a concern because now AJ has to guard him. He's on the perimeter quite a bit. He can put it on the floor. AJ is better around the basket when he has someone he could guard. Vaughn's very good. He had 31 points the other night. So those 2 guys are your biggest concern. And then, they have some guys that can step up and hit, make chip in with 10 or 12 points because they're very talented. We just have to do a good job of guarding the 3-point line. We have to do a good job of containing Woods inside. AJ had to stay out of foul trouble. I think that's the key. If he's going to guard Woods, I'm sure that Coach Rice is looking at the matchup saying, hey, you got to take him outside. You can't let him stay inside. So that is a concern.
Are you surprised by how UNLV struggled over the last 2 months?
Well, they're a very young team. He has 5 new starters. They're they're not as experienced. They did have a great win against Temple, against Arizona, but I think when you talk about 18-year-olds, you're talking about when you're going against Wyoming, who has 5 seniors or 4 seniors. Experience always wins over talent, to be honest with you, because you make a lot of little mistakes. It's like our team we go through. It's so many young mistakes because they haven't been there. And UNLV is really struggling because it's just the inexperience. It has nothing to do with the talent. Those guys stay together. If they come back next year, you'll see a big jump because they've already gone through their ups and downs. They'll be a lot better team. But he's getting them better. I mean, they're going to still be good. They're still talented, and they're a dangerous team.
How much pride do you take in having Nevada beat UNLV the last 3 times? Underdogs in all 3 games. And, I mean, you got to be proud as a coach that you're beating the rivals.
Yeah. Well, it's about they're in our conference now, right? So it's not one game a year. That was always hard because it seemed like they always caught us at a time when maybe we lost 2 or 3. You're not feeling right. In conference is different. You got a chance to scout. You got a chance to prepare a little better. We do take pride. You take pride in every game you win, really. I try not to get too much emphasis on just one game. And it goes back to the question we had earlier. You get too high on one game, you forget about the next 2 or 3. And you just can't do that. Yes, it's going to be a great atmosphere. Yes, you're going to be excited to play. But at the same time, you got to look at it as in standings. We won half a game ahead, and so you want to try to stay ahead. And you got to put things in perspective.
Is that hard to do with 18, 19-year-old kids?
Oh.
They calm down.
You see him right there? Yeah. It's hard, huh? Look, he paying attention. That's how AJ is in practice, just like that. It is hard because you're still teaching, and now you have school. There's a lot of distractions that these young men are under. So it's not always easy, and it's about confidence too. We have to get some confidence. We're lacking some confidence in individuals. Not only overall as a team, but there's some individuals lacking confidence. We have to get that back in order for us to take another step forward.
How do you get it back? I know you say you can keep shooting, and you just got to keep shooting, but I mean, for certain guys, can it be one bucket? Can it be one shot to kind of make them feel different about themselves?
Yeah, I think so. I think they have to see the ball go through the basket. When you're shooting, it never goes, or I should say never. Very seldom does it go through the basket. You're going to lose more and more confidence because the next shot becomes more pressure. If you make one, there's less pressure on the next shot. And it may be one game, it may be one basket. I don't know. Everyone's different. I can't say for Mike Perez it's the same for DJ Fenner or AJ West. It's totally different. I don't have a magic wand to say, hey, you got to get some confidence. When you say keep shooting, I talked about this about 2 months ago, the will to make shots. That's where confidence comes from. You got to step up as an athlete and say, hey, I'm going to make this shot.
Can it be contagious in basketball, one way or the other?
I think so. We've seen that before. We missed one shot, we missed 2, we missed 10, missed 11. It is contagious, and hopefully we can get on a streak where we were when we won 4 in a row. When we won 4 games in a row, I think the ball was going through the net, and it was kind of contagious. And so for some reason, we've gone backwards. I don't know.
Seems like Perez, just watching against Fresno, I don't want to say it the wrong way, but he almost can't do anything right. I mean, he missed a layup, missing his shots, turning it over. Does it seem like every mistake he's making is going back into his own head?
Partly. And I think, again, trying to do something right, trying too hard, he has to relax and just take it one play at a time, not trying to hit a home run. I tell you guys all the time, when you're in a position where you haven't made a lot of plays, you don't have a lot of confidence, do something very easy. Don't do the complicated things. If you got a layup, concentrate on the layup and make the layup. If you can get a stop defensively, get a stop. If you get a rebound, those things will build confidence. But when you're just relying on one thing to do, you're not going to get it back.
Do you plan on having the same starting lineup?
I'll probably start Marqueze Coleman, Cooper, Criswell. Robin got hurt today, so most likely Caleb Rodriguez will start the 4 and AJ at the 5. I don't know. He's up. He's with the trainer right now, so hopefully he will be. He turned his knee in practice, so hopefully he's back.
This is one of those things because I talked to Marquise earlier. He said, taking a step back, as much as he wants to start, he had a new perspective to kind of watch the game. Are you hoping that same thing might help Mike?
Yeah, I mean, it's less pressure when you come off the bench. Your role's different, so hopefully you could just relax and make a play or two and get some confidence. But it's got to carry over. I tell the kids all the time, every game's different. We play UNLV tomorrow, and then Wyoming's totally different system, different personnel. So hopefully, just not that pressure on him, and maybe he can just come in and make a play or two that's positive.
When you were talking about making the lineup change now, wanting to kind of keep it consistent moving forward, does that mean that Cooper and Criswell are likely to start here until you want to make a change, and then that third guard spot's the one you might kind of fluctuate? Yeah,
the third guard is really up for grabs. I mean, I have confidence that someone's going to step up and hopefully buy into your role. But that third spot is really the one that I think we have a question mark about.
But you want to keep the other two guys out there?
Oh, definitely. Eric could play the 1 or the 2. If Marqueze doesn't start, he'll play the 1. If Marqueze starts, he'll play the 2.